Hey guys, I'm back answering more poker questions for you guys. Today's question comes from Mo. It's a very multiple part question, basically talking about motivation. Is it still worth it? Can I make it? The self-doubt he's having when he's trying to put in the work to study poker and motivation's flagging. He feels like he hasn't got enough time to put into poker, and is it worth putting the effort in to get the rewards that are unknown? Now, the way I would look at this question is, do you want to be a professional poker player? Are you serious about it? Do you realize it's going to be a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of sitting at a computer, learning, studying, playing? If you haven't got that time to put into poker, I'm afraid you're never going to make it. So is it worth it? You've got to decide for yourself, is this what you want? Is this what you want your life to be about? Do you want the next 2 to 5 years to be sat at a computer playing poker, studying? If you do, and you get the lifestyle and the money that comes from that, then pursue it. Go ahead, put the work in. If you think, I'm not sure, you're juggling your time with other things, then it might not be for you. It's tough to climb up the poker ladder. You've got to put the time in, you've got to put the work in. So when you're thinking other people are outworking you and they're working harder than you need to bridge that gap. We all have 24 hours in our day and we choose how to use them. We prioritize our time. You have 16 hours a week, 8 hours sleeping, 16 hours a week. You choose how many hours you spend on each task. Yes, you might have a job which covers the bills. You still have plenty of hours in your day which you could spend playing poker. You choose not to. That's up to you. That's your decision. But if you want to make it, you can. Yes, you can make it, is the answer to the question. And look around the poker market. There's lots of professional poker players. There's thousands of poker players making great money online, live, whatever, making a living playing poker, making great money playing poker. You can do it. It's possible. The skill set, you can learn it. The second part of the question was, there's so much cheap stuff and free stuff around. Everyone's getting better at a quick rate. Yes, that's fine. Don't worry about everyone else. There's money to be made for you if you put in the work. Stay in your own lane. Don't get distracted by anyone else. It's a personal journey, poker. Only you can decide if it's worth the sacrifice, the time, the effort, the energy. I get where you're coming from. Motivation's low. I had self-doubt coming up. Is it worth it? I was spending 10-hour days. And at the end of the month, I wasn't having much in my bank. And I was questioning, is this worth it? I know exactly where you're coming from. Motivation drops off a cliff when results aren't coming in. You spend all this time studying. I'm going to waste my time on this card game. You've got to push through that. If you want it, if you want to be a professional poker player, this is what you've got to do. You've got to work hard. You've got to study. You've got to play often. You've got to find time to have more and more hours in. So more in your situation, I think you need to decide, do you want to be a professional poker player? If you do, go all in on it, make more of a sacrifice, put more time and energy in. If it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You can go back to other things, but you need to put the effort in to find out. If you're half-heartedly doing it, is it worth the effort? Should I do something else? Should I not? You're never going to know because you're never going to progress in the poker world. It's a tough market to penetrate, but it can be done. It can be done quite easily in terms of making a living playing at poker. You can easily get to a level where you can quit your job and it sustains you, and then you can decide, do I want to put all my effort into becoming a high stakes player or a mid stakes player so I can save money up for my future? That's a secondary decision. But in terms of, is it worth it? It's up to you. Do you want to put in the work? Do you want to prioritize your time, be a poker player? And yeah, for me, when I came up, I went all in on poker. I didn't know if it was going to be worth it. I didn't know if the effort was going to be worth it. Black Friday just happened a few months before I started, about 3 months before I started. Everyone was saying poker's dead. Why are you starting poker now? It's not going to be worth your time or effort. Everyone's getting good. Like the levels are good. I was told the same things that you're told now, like all these years later. Is it worth it? Everyone's getting good quick. You can get good quick. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. There's plenty of money for the professionals. There's going to be thousands of players making good money this year playing poker. You can be one of them if you learn the skill set. So I think you need to bring it back to yourself. Bring it back to your own priorities. Is it worth it for you? Do you want to put in the effort? And are you willing to do what it takes, really? Are you willing to prioritize your time to be a professional poker player? And then, yeah, motivation is going to be low sometimes, especially if you went a full-time job and you're trying to play hours on the side and you're fatigued and you're mentally not there. It's going to be tough. Those days are going to be very hard to get through. That's why you've got to have a clear vision, a clear goal, a clear priority that I want to be a professional poker player and I want to make good money through poker. You know what? I'm not going to let anyone tell me I can't. There's other people doing it. There's thousands of people doing it. Why can't I be one of them? Why can't you be one of them? Ask yourself that. I hope that helped.